Hi, it's me, Jess, and this is my December video update. So I'm going to share about what's been going on the last couple of months and what's ahead. I don't think I shared this last time, but this past September I had the opportunity to preach at the King's Fellowship, which is our Sunday night meeting. It's kind of like a church service, but not fully. It's very laid back, and we have a meal together, and then we have worship, and someone will share the word, usually David. But he was away that night, so I got to share, and it was very exciting. We take turns as a staff doing, teaching these little 10-minute devotionals in the morning times, and we rotate. So I've had experience, over the last few years, giving a short word, and there have been a few other times where I've been able to share at different places, some back home at Grace and Peace, shared at the youth group once. But so this was my first time sharing in a fellowship like this, so it was very exciting for me. And I'm going to be doing it again December 12th. That's not this Sunday, but the next one. So if you could keep that in prayer for me, that would be great. It's going to be, so that's Sunday night, which is the 12th. So I'm not sure yet what I'm sharing on. I'll be asking God about it. So that would be nice if you could just keep that in your prayers. Also, I just wanted to share kind of what I've been doing lately at work when we're not on the streets. I've been working on updating our resource papers, which are these papers that we give out when we're at Tompkins or doing a prayer station. We have an employment agency listing sheet that we hand people looking for jobs, and we also have housing and shelter assistance papers, and we have a food pantry listing and then church listings. And especially for when we're at Tompkins, we have detox and drug rehab sheets that we give people who are, under the influence of those things or addicted. So I've been updating them, which we have to do kind of yearly. We should do it so they're up to date. And I wanted to share that the housing and shelter paper, I've been working on that recently. And it's really sad. A lot of places have closed down because I've been calling to make sure that the info is correct and they're still up to date. And a lot of private shelters, like church shelters, are no longer open. So, and there have been a number that have closed just this year, which was odd. But that's just something to keep in mind. The number of the homeless on the streets in the city is increasing, and the number of shelters seem to be decreasing. I've heard people say that, and I've kind of seen it myself as I'm going through this. And I've been looking online, calling places, and it just doesn't seem like there's that much out there. And it's not easy for people to get into shelters either when they're homeless. So there's this whole system I'm learning about, and it's kind of just gives me a heavy heart sometimes. But we're continuing to pray for those on the streets, for real freedom for them, and that the Lord will make a way for them to get jobs. So many people are coming to us asking for help finding a job. That's something that we find weekly when we're out there. I mean, there's at least a couple of people who are in need of a job. So those are just some things to be praying about. Those are some of the biggest needs that we find out there as we're praying with people. And not only the homeless, just regular people we meet in the city. When we do prayer stations, there's a lot of people out of work, so it's hitting them hard, but, I'm glad that we can be a light for them out there and offer prayer and hope. And at the same time, we do hear back from a number of people that do get jobs, which is really awesome, or a shelter opens up or something, so it's great. So it's just a few little things. We have a New Year's Eve outreach coming up. It's December 31st. No, I'm sorry. It's December 28th through January 1st. So that's exciting. If you could keep that in prayer those 4 days. We do outreach in the city, and New Year's Eve night, which is the 31st, we'll be out around Times Square area. And we usually bring out about 100 gallons of hot chocolate to pass out, and we offer prayer to people and share with them. So it's a good opportunity because, people from all over the world come to New York on that night to see the ball drop and usher in the new year. But how awesome if they would come here from different places and receive God. That would be great. So that's what we hope to see happen when we're out there. So if you could keep that in prayer too, that would be wonderful. And once again, I very much appreciate your partnership, your support, your love, and encouragement. And I love hearing from you. Please let me know if there's things I could pray for you for, or if you just have questions about things going on here. All right, that's it for this time. Thank you for listening. Bye.